guys, welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, we did it. We hit over 200 subscribers. So I'm gonna give you guys one last chance. You have a couple more days to let me know exactly what would be a cool food challenge we could try to do here in Orlando or near the Orlando area for our 200 subscriber specials video. With that said, I already have a place in mind. Hopefully, if you guys give me a recommendation and it makes sense, we'll try to head there and do that this week. If not, I already have it planned. In a couple of days, I'm gonna be attempting the food challenge if I don't get any suggestions in the comments. So go ahead and use the comment section below to let us know where you would like to see me attempt a food challenge at. With that said, this week we're gonna do it a little different as usual. We are thinking of actually going to have ourselves some breakfast because we actually haven't really done any breakfast videos for a while. I think since the Dubai video, we haven't really had a breakfast video, like a dedicated breakfast restaurant or breakfast place. So today, we're gonna be going to one of our favorite places. We don't come here often. It is really delicious, but usually it's extremely packed. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out, see if we could do a video there. If not, we'll just do it right out in the car. But it's called La Fortuna Bakery. It is a mixture of different Hispanic breakfast things. So you have Venezuelan food, you have Colombian food, and they do a little mix. So we're gonna have a little bit of some empanadas. Hopefully I'll be able to buy something called that cachito, which is a delicious, delicious breakfast item that you can get in Venezuela. And it's I grew up with it, so it's very nostalgic for me. We're gonna see about maybe getting some coffee and some different things. That way you guys can kind of see the different options that you have. But it's a really nice place. If you guys are gonna go out to the parks early, or if you're visiting Orlando and not visiting theme parks, you're just visiting, it's a really nice place to get yourself some breakfast, okay? So with that said, hopefully we beat out, I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. It's a little gray out. It's actually 11, so it's a little late, but yeah, it's almost afternoon, but it's completely cloudy and just ugly outside right now. So we're gonna try to see if we can beat this rain and do this video before this happens, but we'll see you guys there. All right, guys, we are here. We made it, man. Oh gosh, you guys have to see, we got a big bag full of a whole bunch of different breakfast treats, and I can't wait to show you guys each of these individual dishes, man, because I got a little bit of everything. That way you guys can get an idea of what different things there are to eat at this place, because it is amazing. We got empanadas, we got the cachitos, we got a whole bunch of different stuff. We didn't get the coffee just because the person that normally makes it out of this world wasn't there, but we got a lot more stuff to kind of make up for that. So I can't wait to show you guys. All right, guys, the first thing I want to show you is this amazing, delicious ham and cheese croissant. It is out of this world. First of all, these were just made. Just look at it. It's nice, it's plump. You still got the whole little hole there with some of the melted cheese kind of oozing out. And we're gonna try our best to do this with one hand. We're gonna kind of crush it and just try to split it a little bit. It's a whole piece of ham in there. Let's go ahead and take a bite and take a look, because I won't be able to split it with one hand and I don't have a knife right now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a bite out of this. Wow, it's hot. If you guys look, it's nice and gooey with the dough all on the inside. You have that large little slice of ham in there, but it gives it that utmost salty flavor. The freaking flakiness that's literally falling apart all over the car. It's just nice and buttery. You got that melted cheese that coats the entire inside of the croissant itself. So it's nice and warm and gooey on the inside. On the inside, it's nice, flaky and crusty. Oh my gosh, it is just delicious. It is freaking goodness, guys. The next thing we have is amazing as well. And it's a very traditional Colombian little snack for breakfast. And that is a beautiful pandebono. If you look, pandebono is basically little tiny breads in the morning that you can have that are filled with cheese, but the cheese is actually mixed in with the dough itself. Then it dries and hardens, so you get this kind of a crusty outside, and then you have a really nice, soft, gooey inside. But you do eat it. You can heat it up. Usually they heat it up in the microwave, but these are best when you have them nice and fresh. Unfortunately, since we got here at 11, they've been sitting out, but regardless, they're so freaking amazing. Same thing. Let's go ahead and bottoms up. Look at the inside of this. That's the dough. The dough's mixing with the cheese so well that if you guys can see it, it looks like it's just cheese on the inside, but it's not. That's actual dough. But the flavor is so good. You get that nice and soft, almost sweetness taste to the bread, and then you get a little bit and very slightly salty cheese. It just does the perfect balance to kind of fill yourself. Oh, you gotta love these, man. You gotta love these. The next thing we're gonna have is my favorite Venezuelan little snack for breakfast. This is called a cachito. It's basically a soft bread that on the inside, it's filled with like diced up little ham and salty cheese. The bread itself is ever so slightly sweet, so you get that really good balance of like, you know, like sweet and saltiness, and it's so freaking delicious. It's nice and smooth on the outside, kind of like a French loaf, but very, very small. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a bite. Let's see how this tastes. Oh my God, I grew up with this. And then here, they put little tiny bits of bacon as well, along with the ham. This is something that they do just here, and it brings it to that next level. So if you look, it's still kind of warm, but it's definitely not like just made. These are best eaten just made. But even then, you get that really nice, soft little dough on the inside. You get that little bit of a, you know, toasted taste on the outside from the browned crust. And then the inside is just filled to the brim with ham. And you got a little tiny bit of cheese in there. It's so good though. I could eat these all day. I gotta learn how to make these myself, man. All right, the next thing we have is, because we're so close to lunchtime, I decided to get a little bit of salsa picante. And we went ahead and got ourselves 2 Colombian empanadas. They're kind of similar to the other Colombian place we went to a while ago. But I just think the way the empanadas look here are so freaking nice. They're like perfectly shaped. You guys got to check this out up close. The empanada is like literally perfectly shaped. It looks like a little crescent moon. It's so freaking nice, man. And then this one, I don't know if it's chicken or beef. I got 1 chicken, 1 beef. Let's go ahead and open this one up, take a bite and see what it is. Since we're out in the open, I don't know if the mic catches it, but it's so nice and crunchy on the outside. But on the inside, despite it being chicken and chicken breasts and chicken thighs with potatoes, the inside is nice and juicy, not like the other place where it's really dry, so it's really not needed to have some of the salsa picante. But we're about to pour some of that in here and just check it out, see what it tastes with it. So I've never tasted the salsa picante from here, but you could tell the smell coming off of this, it is spicy. It does smell very, very spicy, but it also looks really, really flavorful. And you can smell the different seasonings in it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab some. I'm gonna kind of fill it up a little bit. Used almost all of the hot sauce there. They gave us more. They gave us like 3 or 4 different little packets of hot sauce, but I wanted to try this out and see how it is. Oh man, I didn't buy water or anything, so hopefully this isn't that crazy, but there it is. We're gonna go ahead and take that nice big bite right now. All right, let's go ahead. It smelled really, really spicy. It's really not. But the flavor from that, like the sofrito taste, is so freaking good. Wow, that sauce has a lot of good flavor. You get a gentle kick, has a little bit of acidity, has a little bit of sweetness as well. And like it has kind of an herby taste in the background, but it comes together so well with that kind of like nice, crunchy, greasy little empanada with that delicious, almost soup-like, you know, chicken thigh filling that it has. Oh, it is so freaking amazing the way it just comes together. I'm hoping the meat one tastes just as good. Let's go ahead and try it. The meat one's very similar to the other place. You got some shredded beef in there with some potatoes. You got that same nice crunchy filling. I'm sorry, crunchy crust where it literally crunches down. It feels so satisfying just crushing it between my fingers. But when you bite down into it, it is so amazing. Put a little bit of that hot sauce in there. It's gonna be amazing. All right, we got a little bit of hot sauce in there. The acidity cuts through that fat. Oh, and it brings those flavors together so well, man. I can't. This is amazing. Now we're gonna end the video with something really nice, really sweet, really simple. This is one of my favorite little snacks in Venezuela. They have them here too. They're not as popular. It's called elephant ears or palmeritas. And basically you get pretty much like, trying to think of the dough description of it. You get like a flaky dough, They put it in the shape of a heart by like kind of twisting it, and they put like a syrupy on, like a water sugar syrup on it, and that's it. And it just tastes so freaking delicious. It's so simple, it's so good, and it's a great way to end so many different salty things that we had. If you take a look at it, I love it because it's the shape of a heart. But not only that, like I said, you got that glistening from the light there. And this is because of like the little syrupy, like, you know, water with sugar that they put on there. Hey, we got that flaky goodness. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah, it's nice and crunchy. It's so freaking amazing, guys, I'm telling you. But it's so good because it's so nice and soft the way it's done, because it's flaky. So if you look at the bite that I took, look at all the air pockets that are inside. So it's nice and soft and like literally breaks apart as soon as you bite it. So you get that initial crunch, but then right after you get that buttery sweetness, and it just, oh my gosh, it cleans your palate and coats it so well, saving it from all the saltiness that you just ate. You get a little bit of this with some really well-made coffee and you are set. Now I will say, we're gonna do the last part of this video at home, because the rest of the things that we got 3 different type of little slices of like sweets of cakes, and they're really good, but they didn't give us any utensils or anything like that. It's super packed in there. We don't wanna go back in. So we're gonna go ahead and head home, and we'll go ahead and cut it up at home, and we'll take a bite in our usual spot. But so far, guys, this is a place you have to visit. But let's head home so we can have some of these cakes. All right, guys, we are here, we are back home, and we made it. And now we're gonna be able to enjoy our sweets with no issues, no cold, no falling leaves or anything like that, because we were like right under a tree when we were filming. So let's take a look at this. So as you guys can see, they package it really nice and beautiful in this little tiny box. We got our tiny little spoon from Swiss Airlines from when we went to Dubai. We're gonna be using that. And then I believe it's this side, they seal it with a little bit of tape. Let's see if we can get that off real quick. Hey Maya, what's up, mama? all right, get down. All right, and now that we got it, let's go ahead and open it up. And here you have these perfectly decorated cakes. You have this one here, which is tiramisu. You have this one, which is like some sort of almond cake. And then you have this one right here. It's nice and beautiful, and it's called Chocolate Sensation because it has white chocolate, regular chocolate, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate drops on the top. We're gonna go ahead and try each one of these and see how it fares. I can tell you guys right now though, these are some of the best bakery items, like with cakes and stuff like that, that we order. My entire family, every year for each one of our birthdays, we order a cake from them because of how delicious they are. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just leave them right in here, but we're gonna try one by one and see how it fares, okay? So here comes the first one. Let me just open this up a little bit, get a little bit better angle. Look at that, it looks so freaking good. Get a little bit of both the creams. Looks like that's dulce de leche. Oh no, it's breaking apart. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try a spoon of that. Ooh, that looks so good. All right, let's go ahead and try this one. Really sweet. It's really, really sweet, but it's almond cream, dulce de leche, and like vanilla with that almond cream throughout with little tiny chunks of almond. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. Now we're gonna go ahead and try the tiramisu. Oh man, all right. So here's the tiramisu. Trying to see if I can get around it. Gonna go ahead and put a spoonful in there. All right. It's nice and solid, I like that. We'll see if it tastes just as good as it looks. Let's try this one now. As soon as that spoon entered in my mouth, it completely overtook the flavoring, and you could already feel this like really strong coffee aroma in my mouth. And then right after that, you get that sweetness. You get a little bit of the bitterness from the coffee, and then you get that tiramisu taste, like most tiramisus, and it's just so freaking good. It's crazy because it's like little individual steps within, and it's really, really good. All right, last but not least, we're gonna try the Chocolate Sensation. Now, Chocolate Sensation is my wife's option. This is hers, so we're gonna go ahead and try a little bit so you can get some of the dark chocolate. Just get that corner, and that's it, because this is a lot of sweet. Even though it's already 12, it's definitely a lot of sweet. But yeah, you got chocolate, you got vanilla cake, you got cream in between. Go ahead and try this out. Oh wow, that's so good. I gotta have another piece. That one's really good because you get all the flavors. You taste the vanilla, you taste the white chocolate, you taste the dark chocolate, you taste the chocolate, and it all comes together really, really, really well. Wow, that is really, really good. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, they have like a plethora of like different ones of these. They have like over 15 or 20. And they're all so freaking amazing. You just gotta have to try them whenever you get into the, you know, whenever you visit, you guys have to choose one to try yourselves. They have a ton of different options, man. This place is a really good place to get some nice breakfast whenever you're like not in the mood of making breakfast, or you wanna have like a really good filling thing in the morning, really affordable right before you head to the theme parks. That way you're not either having 7-Eleven or you're not having some like fast food place and then you go over there and you have something that you always have. You know what I mean? This is a great choice. For anybody that lives here, definitely visit it every once in a while because it's really, really good and you will not be disappointed. But if you're visiting the theme parks or you're just visiting family or visiting Orlando in general, don't go to the fast food places. Obviously, try not to purchase in the parks if you're trying to save some money because you guys know that the parks are extremely expensive. And you want something different, and you want something unique because you're in Orlando, definitely check this place out. It's gonna be worth your while. As always, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys comment in the section down below. Let me know what food challenge you guys want me to attempt here in Orlando. If you guys can't think of a place, we already have a place for next week, so hopefully I gotta start practicing, so hopefully we could actually beat the dang challenge this time. But as always, guys, thank you so much. I can never be appreciative enough. I can never thank you enough. Until next time, let's just keep on eating.